Hello, in this video today, I'm going to be telling you 5 things I didn't know about ClipStudio Paint. They are blue hearts. So let's make a canvas. And the first thing that I think was great to know that I didn't know at first when I was first using this program is that you can actually change the unit of measurement that you are doing this in. Like, I thought you could only do pixels like most things, but being able to change it into inches is really useful, especially if you're planning on making pictures for prints, because then you're like, okay, how many pixels is in 8 by 10? Like, you don't have to do that. You just go to inches and then you just type in 8 by 10 and then bam. And then of course there's the DPI and everything else. So let's start with this. And second thing that I found pretty useful, that I sort of knew about at first, but like never used it because I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing, is the 3D posable art models. So let's just put in a girl. Go. Yes. You have to pick a girl or a boy, because if you don't, you can't change it to a girl or a boy afterwards, as far as I'm aware, like with these options down here. But you can adjust the body type. You can do it with this thing, which makes it more like crazy. Wait, I think she can have like super huge boobs. Wait. Bam, look at those boobs. And oops, I was going to save. I'm not a super pro at this, okay? But dang, did it restart? You can make this go up and down so she can be like, I don't know, a chibi, basically, or a super huge woman. But let's just make. Okay, why does she look so weird? Let's just like restart. I'm not very good at making these art model things, okay? You can be better messing with the settings. But okay, this is camera settings. I need to be closer to you. Yes. What I usually do is just adjust this thing right here, this bar, and make them like older or younger is the only things I've really done so far. Or I've changed, this one is adjust each body part separately. I made like the head a little bigger, or the arm, hands, and I've done that. Let's do head. Yeah, it does some weird stuff, but yeah, I haven't messed around with this grid too much because I don't know, I feel like it goes crazy and then I don't know how to fix it. There's characters in here, but I don't know, those seem kind of useless to me, so whatever. It comes with preset poses, which is very useful because all the time it can take you to pose this thing. You might as well go find a stock photo reference without having like a preset pose to start with. So you just drag it onto them, and look how simple and easy that is. Instead of like, you want to pose like this, but you want it at a slightly different angle, you can do that sort of easily, you know, if you work really hard and you manipulate it through trial and error, and you can change her pose even if it might be weird. Oh yeah, hello guys. Wow, welcome to Magic Land. But yeah, you can use that and change your pose some. I learned about this by watching a like comic book making tutorial in ClipStudio. It was very useful. But what they also taught me was, I don't know where the button would be on yours, but it looks like this. I honestly, because the buttons are different places for everybody, but it's this tool property object, and you can, wow, let's undo pressing that button. Don't press that button. That makes them undo the pose, yeah. But you can apply light source. Okay, so if you can't find this ball thing, there's a little plus and minus next to apply light source. You open that up, and then you can adjust how the light source is actually on your person. Like this. Just click around and it adjusts it. It's sort of hard. But yes. So you can use that to help with figuring out how you want to shade your person. I have only tried using it once, and I honestly didn't really like it. So I have not used this, but it might be useful to you. I just mostly use the form to get an idea of the pose, and then I figure out the light source and all that myself. My gosh, I like stretched this out so much. Dream made of Christmas. Now, number 3, next thing, is perspective rulers. They can like save your life. I'm gonna create a new layer. A layer, ruler, frame, create perspective ruler. You can do 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, 3-point perspective. I don't know why that has a D at the end. Let's just do 2-point perspective. It has a lot of crazy lines. Oh my gosh, I created a layer there, but now it's here. So you know what? Don't create a layer because it just creates its own layer. You know what? This is the tutorial of how not to do things in ClipStudio. Just kidding. This is things like I've learned about, but I'm not a pro at yet. Like I was gonna wait till I became a pro to make a tutorial, but then I realized I'm not ever gonna be a pro. I'm just not that fabulous. But anyway, okay, you can move the green square to move the horizon line, and use this blue circles to move the vanishing point, so you can like make it look different and crazy. And you can use these little points right here, little blippity blops, to move these lines as well, but to be like, if you want it like this or something. I don't understand perspective very well, so I've used this perspective ruler a little bit, but I'm still definitely not very good at it. Like doing perspective by myself, doing perspective with a ruler, doing perspective in general, I'm just like, wow, this is a mess. You don't have to draw in the perspective ruler layer for it to be working. You can go to the next layer on top and then be like this. Let's make our person invisible. And what kind of perspective did I like choose, man? Oh geez. Be like this, and it's working. But if you don't want it to be working, you go up here, and then there's snap perspective ruler. You're like, nah, I don't want it to be working anymore. So you just turn it off, and then all of a sudden you can draw like a free person. And then you're like, nah, I need the ruler again. You turn it on, and then the ruler's here again. And then you're drawing a beautiful masterpiece, but not really, because I suck at this. And say now you want to draw your person, and you're like, have another layer on top of your person, you're going to go draw them, but you're like, oh my gosh, these lines from the perspective ruler, they're so annoying, I don't want them to be here. So you're going to go to perspective ruler, there's a little box right here, and you're like, uncheck, I don't want to see these lines anymore. And then they're not here being annoying, and you can draw your beautiful person looking all, oops, wrong layer, looking all super fabulous. Wow, this person's looking great. I don't even know what to do for the thumbnail for this because everything like I'm doing here is looking bad. Like, maybe this should just be the thumbnail. This right here. Wow, okay. Next thing I want to show you is like the funnest thing ever. Like the perspective ruler is just, I don't know, it's not fun to me at all, but it's something that helps when you do something that's a pain, like perspective. But this next thing, this is the funnest thing ever. You could spend like the rest of your days doing this. It'll be great. It's gonna be a fun time once I can find the button. Okay. Okay, go to the ruler section. It looks like this blue thing. And there's a bunch of rulers in here. There's a figure ruler? Oh, okay. I was like, what is this? Wow, there's even more. We're learning more today than I ever knew. This symmetrical ruler is going to be the best thing ever. We're going to make the lines. Let's turn off all these other things. I want a different color besides like black. Look at that. It's amazing. It's amazing! Ah! Do I really need to make a layer to do this? Let's see. Let's actually delete this layer. Let's just do another symmetrical layer and see what happens. Okay, it continues to go on top of that same layer. So I'm gonna make a new layer and make a new symmetrical ruler, but I'm gonna do 8. And this is the one I think, oops, wow, good job. Let's make this one green. Yeah, you can like go right in the line, back and forth. And this is the one that's really fun. So even numbers, you can do this. Odd numbers are like this one, where if you go in this, it's just want to go to the next thing. It's more flowy, I guess. And then this one's got more of structured, mirrored look. But I think the even numbers look the coolest. You don't even have to try, and it looks so cool. You can just be like a baby could come in here and start drawing on this and create a masterpiece. So it's really fun. Okay, I'm done messing around with that. This is a tutorial, not me playing around doing garbage. But yeah, you can do different number of lines, and it's really cool. A lot of people do it just 2. A really symmetrical looking thing. I see it a lot. I don't like doing that because I feel like it looks, I don't know, fake. I like things that are not super symmetrical, but a lot of people do that. And last thing I'm going to have for a tip today. Tip number 5. Fact number 5. Diddly do number 5 is locking onto before layers. So let's have a balloon, and I'm just going to make it like this. Okay, that's like a really garbage balloon, but whatever. We're going to now see this button right here, clip to layer below. Click that button, and it has a little red line. It means you're doing it right. Going to get this button. I feel like doing a brush, and you don't go outside the lines at all. Look at that! Wow! Look at that! Wow! Because it goes wherever it's colored in this layer, that's where you can color in this layer. Okay, I'm getting all weird with the balloon. But those are my 5 things that I didn't used to know you could do in ClipStudio Paint, that I now know, and I'm glad that I know because it's useful things. And I hope that it's useful to you. And I hope you have a great day. And I'm sorry that I suck really bad at technology. This is why I've been afraid of making technology tutorials, even though I use it. And I've been asked to make a tutorial about animating in ClipStudio, and I'm just like, oh no, oh no, I want to, but oh no. So hopefully I can get myself together and actually do that, because I really want to, and that could be helpful to you as well. And I'm still talking about nothing. Oh my gosh, bye.
Damn, look at this. Ew.